Hours before the former president was injured at his rally in Pennsylvania, the Trump campaign was busy opening the doors of its new campaign office in Athens, Georgia. That's where we find our Atlanta News First reporter Blake Devine tonight. Blake, it looks a lot different today.
That's correct, Tori. We're outside the new Trump office here in Athens. And, you know, just like you said, a few hours before all the craziness went on, this place was popping off with people celebrating the opening of the office. And now it is actually empty. None of the staff members are here. They've been told to not work from this office today. This is out of an abundance of caution and concern for safety at Trump offices across the country. But yesterday, we saw a large Make America Great Again rafter hanging from the banners. That's not here today. Dozens gathered together, including Georgia Congressman Mike Collins and Walton County Sheriff Joe Chapman, to celebrate this new office opening. But today is quite the contrast type of a scene here. It's quiet as can be. Nobody's here. All the doors are locked. The windows are shuttered. And this has also raised security concerns about this week's Republican National Convention in Milwaukee, where Marjorie Taylor Greene is headed.
There'll be a different tone at the convention. I'm sure the security will be drastically heightened.
And this morning at the historic Ebenezer Baptist Church in downtown Atlanta, U.S. Senator Raphael Warnock said he was disheartened and deeply saddened by what took place on Saturday, delivering a 10-minute sermon condemning political violence of all stripes.
This is not about red and blue. This is not about right and left. This is about right and wrong. And the violence we saw yesterday is wrong.
Now, Warnock also went on to say that the man who targeted Trump was no patriot, and he was cut from the same cloth as those who invaded the Capitol on January 6th. Reporting live from Athens, Blake Devine, Atlanta News First.